I just got done watching this series, and I just want to warn you guys that this has got to be one of the most insane analog horror series that I've ever watched in my life. Not only having it be extremely dark, but it's also just insanely graphic, and the premise of every episode ties in so well. This has got to be one of the darkest series I've ever watched personally in my whole life. The series itself is unknown, but it was uploaded by a YouTuber named UrbanSPOOK. The link to the channel will be at the top of the description. Before the video starts, I do want to say that viewer discretion is advised. This video is extreme. With all of that being said, let's dive right into it. Tape 1. Faces. Warning, the following footage may be disturbing to some audiences. Like I said, viewer discretion is advised. I guess we get into some real stuff throughout this series. 6 months ago, police found 3 paintings stored away in an abandoned storage area, each titled after a recent murder. Shit. First victim was Clara Gray, found 36 stab wounds to the face, and all of her teeth were removed. On the back of the first painting, titled Clara's Teeth, was written. So, the first murder, Clara's teeth. This is the painting. That's pretty interesting. Second victim was Jackie Graham, found drowned with 27 stab wounds in the I don't know what that... She was alive during the stabbings. Her painting is titled Floating Jackie. This is the painting. Damn, she got stabbed to death and was alive. Like, throughout the whole thing. Last victim was James Miller, found with his face torn off and his wrists were slit open. Autopsy showed that James was alive for several days without a face. The third painting was named James' Secret Face. This is the painting. Bro got his face skinned off and stayed alive for days. 2 months later, several more paintings were discovered. However, the titles of the paintings did not seem to be connected to any known cases at the time. So there's been more murders, but they have nothing to do with this. Here are the other paintings and their titles. Wax Doll Tom, Lisa's Secret Face, Hanging Jimmy, Fuck Toy Corey, Daniel After the Fire, Jennifer's Last Star, Scream Maggie Scream. After going public with these cases and sharing the paintings in hopes of saving anyone that may be depicted, the police received 3 photos in the mail, all of them also titled. The photos appear to depict the victims Jamie Miller, Jackie Graham, and Jimmy. James, it looks like he was burnt. Jackie, looks like she got her, And Jimmy, looks like he saw a ghost right before, If anyone knows anything about these photos or paintings, please contact 985-455-96. The final painting is titled A Self-Portrait, was found 2 days ago. This is the painting. Holy shit. That kind of looks like the woman who was stabbed 27 times and was alive, and they called her floating. She was like floating in like a pool of her own, At least that's what that looks like to me. I could be wrong. I don't know. Tape 2. The Lighthouse. 4 weeks ago, a police officer named Bill Collins went missing along with his wife and 2 daughters. Shit. Bill had previously discovered this painting in his home, clueless to how it could have ended up there. Alright, so this is the painting of the chick that I thought got stabbed 27 times, floating in that bathtub before. While searching Bill's house, the police found one of his daughters hanging by the neck from the ceiling in the attic. She was only 2 months old. This is really dark. The Collins family car was found 12 days later by the ocean side. Someone's drowned or something. Gotta be. In the car, the police found a painting titled Long Neck Angel. Angel was indeed the name of his youngest daughter found in the attic. Bruh. Come on. 2 months old. The search would lead to the old lighthouse standing just a few miles away from the abandoned car. The lighthouse hadn't been used in 7 years. Several, not 7. The door to the lighthouse, an abstract face was painted in red. Was it the face of the lady that got stabbed 27 times? Or what is this? This is the painting. Holy shit. That actually just gave me full body goosebumps. Like, actually. Inside, the charred corpse of the missing teenager named Daniel Williams was found. Police later proceeded into the tunnels under the lighthouse. You ain't catching me going through there. I'm sorry. Here the police would find 2 more corpses belonging to Jennifer White and her daughter Lisa White. They had been missing for 7 months. Jesus. Later the police found a moist barrel emanating a foul stench. The barrel was filled with mangled meat and bones. Tests later showed that it belonged to the rest of the Collins family. So it would be the mother, the dad, and the other daughter. The tests also showed extreme volumes of amphetamine. Photos of the Collins family moments before death was found scattered around the barrel. Here are the photos. Holy f... You got one daughter, the mother, and the dad. Lastly, there was a 4th unknown depicting an unknown face. So there was another photo depicting an unknown face. Could that be one of the killers? Could that be a killer? The killer? Who's ever doing all of this? Not only did the 4-year-old, upstairs the whole, 9, then the rest of the family sees the photos, then goes to the lighthouse for some reason, and then they all end up dying too. This is pretty messed up. Tape 3. In the walls. Corey Beck, age 11, Margaret Beck, age 11. 10 days ago, the Beck twins went missing. Who's ever doing these killings is really busy. 5 days later, their bodies were discovered inside of an abandoned paper mill factory. Not a nice death. Probably not a nice death. Well, it's death. However, the state of the bodies were found in a gruesome condition. How gruesome? Only the upper body of Margaret and the lower body of Corey could be located. Bro, who is dark like this? Creating just one person. The twins' bodies had been sewn together in a sloppy manner. Bro, what? The rest of their bodies have still not been found. What? Margaret's neck and jaw was broken in several places. So Margaret caught a right cross, probably pretty good, or a knee. A clay brick had violently been shoved down her throat. Bro, how? The word meat had been written on the brick. Bro, what? Corey's genitalia had been removed by pulling force. Bro got the yank. Corey had been dared by 2 of his friends to spend an hour in a remote cabin near Tiger Lake. Not quite sure what Tiger Lake has to do with any of this. I don't know what has to do with any of this. Allegedly, Corey went inside alone with his digital camera while his friends waited outside. After just 4 minutes, Corey ran out screaming that he's seen a face. According to his friends, Corey's left arm had been badly bruised. While investigating the cabin, police found a wardrobe connection in a crawl space inside the wall. Corey's camera was found in the floor inside of the open wall cavity. Bro, what? So someone was in there. This is what was on the camera. So he went in there. Someone was already in there. They tried to grab him. He dropped his camera. They hid it. You see that face in the back? That's a face in the back. That's a face in the back, no? Bro, it's dark as hell in there. He didn't have a flashlight? That's the same person who killed the other person. That's the face that was on the wall in the lighthouse. The unknown face. This is the unknown face. Right? The face is believed to be connected to the disappearance of the Corey and Margaret Beck. That's what I'm saying. If you recognize this person, please contact 9... Yeah, this is the same number as before. Am I wrong? Isn't that the face at, in the lighthouse, the last episode, yeah, lighthouse. There was a face, the unknown face. It was red, it had long hair, and it looked exactly like that person on Corey's camera. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not. There's no way I'm wrong. That's the same person. That's the same person. It's all in conjunction. It's all in conjunction. Tape 4. The Clue. Warning, the following footage may be disturbing to some audiences. Private investigator Sean Kane had been helping police to locate victims connected to several paintings. The last body he found before his disappearance was the body of Tom Harris. So that's 2 more people. The investigator went missing and Tom Harris. Tom Harris is dead, but yes. The killer had climbed the drain pipe up to the 3rd floor and entered Tom's apartment through his bedroom window. Holy shit. I thought it said broken, but I mean, that's even scarier. In the living room, a pipe of hardened candle wax was found. Inside the pipe of wax was the body of Tom Harris. The cause of death was suffocation from the wax. So he was inside the pipe of wax. His arms and eyelids had been cut off. So he got his arms and eyelids cut off and then submerged in a vat of wax and suffocated to death. A 3rd arm could be found inside of the wax. What? We still don't know whose arm that belongs to. It could belong to the detective, Tom Harris. Holy shit. Bro, who's ever doing this is a psychopath. 1 week later, investigator Sean Kane went missing from his home. Neighbors of Sean notified police after hearing his dog bark for over 9 hours. Yeah, his dog was trying to get up in there, but I guess it's a good thing his dog didn't. Inside, police found a horrid scene. Oh, don't tell me he killed the dog. I hate that shit. The dog's leg had all been broken. Although dehydrated and suffering, he was still alive. All right, yeah, goat dog. Goat dog. Straight up. Blood trails could be found leading from the bedroom to the kitchen. So someone got dragged. Literally, someone got dragged. Had to have. The only clue police could find was that Sean seemed to have deliberately painted a number 2 on the bloody doorframe with his own blood. Okay. And is that an E? What is near there? Inside Sean's bedroom, police found a new titled painting clearly resembling Sean. Yeah, he's dead. This is the painting and its title. What's the title? The Man in the Pipes. Bruh. He doesn't look like... I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's really, really weird. The perpetrator had entered Sean's house through the basement. Luckily, Sean had a surveillance camera installed just a few days earlier. Even though the camera had been destroyed, it still caught a photo of the perpetrator. What does he look like? Is it the person with the long hair again? Okay, that does not look like the same person we saw. That person looks like actually like clinically insane. Clinically can just I don't understand. I don't understand. This is like making my brain hurt. I don't know. I'm trying to think, and I just can't seem to figure out who it is. I don't know about you, but I am completely stumped because of the fact that the 2 tapes before this, we saw the same person from the lighthouse and the person before. Then we have Man in the Pipes, which kind of just... I don't even know. Because if the other way, the perpetrator got into the other guy's house through the pipes, like climbed the pipes, and then waxed him to death, more or less. Now, the picture of Sean, he doesn't look hurt or anything. It just looks like his face. I don't know. Tape 5, Witness. Warning, the video contains violent and disturbing content, as you guys already know. 3 days ago, Tina Rosenberg was reported missing, along with her boyfriend and younger sister. 3 people. We got 3 more missing people. 3 more. This shit kind of looks like Bryce Hall with hair. Her boyfriend, Jack Stryker, wanted to take Tina on a South Coast road trip for her 20th birthday. Okay. They were going on a road trip. Flora Rosenberg, the youngest sister of Tina, was also invited for this road trip. 3 people. Family birthday road trip. Family birthday road trip. I mean, you could tell me I'm wrong, but Tina looks like Bryce Hall with long hair. Sorry. Jack's car was found 2 days ago in the woods. Okay. So it looks like he drove off a cliff or was made to crash. There were signs of a struggle inside of the car. Okay, so someone's dead. Someone's got to be dead. There was also a painting. Someone is dead. Someone is guaranteeably dead. Flower face Flora. So the youngest sister is dead. The youngest sister was killed. While searching the car, police heard screaming from deeper within the woods. Okay. Which means the perpetrator is probably somewhere as close to there. Police followed the screaming until they found a grisly sight. Someone's burnt. Tina was found tied to a tree with her hands and arms cut off. She was still alive and conscious. Holy shit. The mutilated corpse of Flora Rosenberg could also be located. So they're both dead together. So Jack Stryker is the only guy that's still alive. Her head had been smashed with a hammer. Holy shit. So the boyfriend is the only one that's alive. Tina and Flora are dead. Jack is the only person that's been alive from this perpetrator now. Tina told police that the murderer was still around somewhere. However, no one could be found. Jack is the only one that has survived this person. After escorting Tina from the scene, the police returned to the car and found another painting. Oh, that's got to be Jack. That's got to be Jack. The painting had been put there, entitled Long Jack, had hastily been written on the back. Long Jack. This is the painting. Oh, Jesus. What's through the side of his head? So Jack is dead too. Jack has still not been found. The painting says Jack, but Jack's body hasn't been found. In Tina's own words, this is what happened that night. Talk to me, Tina. Talk to me. I remember waking up in the car. Jack was gone, and I could hear someone approaching. So Jack was already out of the car. Next thing I remember, I was tied to that tree. I was injected with something, probably some kind of amphetamine, like the barrel, the barrel that smelled like it. I could hear my sister screaming. When she was getting mashed with a hammer, she was screaming for our mom. Oh, Flora. How is Tina still alive? How does she not bleed out? I don't know. I remember whispering. How is she still alive, though? I don't understand. And her face. Oh, God. Her face. This is like really throwing me off right now. This is a police sketch of the murderer based on Tina's description. Bro, don't tell me it's the person with the long hair again. What did I say? What did I say? It's the person with the long hair from the lighthouse. Oh my goodness, the lighthouse and the cave. It is the lighthouse and the cave person. We have no name, but that is the murderer. That is the person going around killing absolutely everyone. The only question I have is, every single person that's been killed, there was a painting and you were able to find the body. Every single person but Jack. That's a little odd. Why would the killer change up his or her whole entire way of doing things? Why would they change it up all of a sudden? They've killed like 50 people at this point. Why change it up now? That's weird. I'm gonna write that down in your head. Write that down in the notes. If we don't find Jack's body, something's fishy's going on, because that could just be a random person that this person killed. This is weird. This is throwing me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. This is throwing me off a little bit. Tape 6. Pigs. Here we go, man. The newest installment. Very excited. Hopefully it answers some of our questions that we have going on right now. Former police officer Ian Ford and his wife May were recently reported missing. 2 more missing people. Add them to the list. When police went to their farm to investigate, they found an awful stench coming from the barn. Someone is dead. Not sure who, but someone's gotta be. Or something. Inside they found a brutalized corpse of May Ford. Wife is toast. She's off the team now. She had been handcuffed to a pole inside of one of the stalls. However, her hands had been ripped right off. Damn, those are clean rips too. Jesus, that must have hurt. Even though her body had been badly mutilated, tests showed that she had died from internal bleeding. A dead horse could be found within the same stall. The cause of death was heart failure due to a sildenafil overdose. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to get my Google on. Inside the milk house, police found a bloodied mattress, probably where it happened, I would assume. Sildenafil citrate was found scattered around the mattress, along with used bandages and packets of penicillin. Someone had been sleeping here for some time. Maybe the killer was sleeping there for some time. The decapitated head of Ford's granddaughter was found wrapped in a blanket, so she died too. We didn't even know she was there. The head of Fiona Ford. Holy shit. That actually just gave me full body goosebumps. Wow. I actually just looked behind me like 4 times. The worst smell came from within the second stall in the barn. Several faces were found nailed to the wall inside of the stall. Okay. Some of the faces belong to previous victims, malformed beyond recognition. Wow. This is getting a little bit out of hand. There were also several decapitated pig carcasses. That's just adding insult to injury, killing those poor pigs. In the middle of the stall lay a abnormal large pig. Its belly had been sliced open and stitched together again. Bro, there's somebody in there. Stuffed inside the pig carcass, the police found the corpse of Ian Ford. I told you. Dude, holy shit. This is actually insane. The pig's eyes had been cut out and replaced with the eyes of Fiona Ford. Holy shit. Bro, they cut his wife's eyes out, put it in the pig, and then stuffed him inside. Inside the tack room, police found the rest of Fiona's body, along with several disturbing paintings. We may have some answers here. I know this is a little dark, but we may have some answers. What paintings did we find? These paintings depicted Fiona, Ian, May, along with an alarming amount of other victims. These images may be very disturbing. Be warned. Okay. Here are the paintings and their titles. Breeding Mount May, Wet Skin George, The Jigsaw Baby, Ian the Pig, Blowhole Isabel, Hide and Zeke, Four Holes Fiona, Jesus, Janice, Fleshhead Fred, Tina the Witness, Over whatever Paul. If you know any of these people, please contact. We still didn't see Jack. A heavy damaged tape was found in the mud outside of the barn. Okay, were you able to salvage anything from it? Or what? Even though the tape was mostly completely destroyed, police were able to recover some of the footage. What's the footage? Show us the money. This is what was on the tape. What do we got going on here? Don't jump scare me, please. Bro. Bro. Okay, my heart can take a rest now. Holy shit, was that a lot? Well, I was probably screaming through most of that because of how loud that episode was, but wow, am I just glad that I didn't do this series the first time you guys asked me to, because then I would have never seen this episode. I would have had to not been able to watch it all the way through and keep it fresh on my brain. So let's run through what we know. You saw the number 2, which is what the former police officer Sean Kane wrote on the wall in his blood. We also know that the one person that we've seen reoccurring every single time, not every single time, but most of the time, is the person with the long hair. The person was found near the barrels of the first place in the lighthouse. Then we saw him again in the cave. It seems to be that this person, or whatever it is is the one killing all of these people, because there is a lot of dead people. The only other thing I don't understand is that Jack, Tina, and Flora, right? Tina woke up and Jack was gone. Okay? Flora wasn't gone yet. Flora was gone, but she was like running or something, right? But Tina was tied to a tree and she heard her sister scream. Now, either she was already tied to the tree, or someone else had Flora and someone else was tying up Tina. I guess my serious question is, where is Jack? No one knows where Jack is. Jack is the only person that is supposedly dead, but hasn't had, well, he did have a painting, but we haven't found his body. Shoots off a ton of red flags in my head, because every other person that has died, we just saw 15, 20 people that had died. Obviously in this video series, not in real life. We just saw 15 or 20 people that we didn't even know died. And Jack still has yet to be seen. His body, or not his body, his painting, yes, not his body. But I continue to go back to the fact that the police officer, Sean Kane, right, wrote 2 on the wall. Top of the fact that we've always seen the person with the long hair, and then all of a sudden we hear about the story about them going on some South Coast road trip, and Tina wakes up and Jack isn't there, but Flora is there. Then Tina gets grabbed and put to a tree, and she's getting tied up, or is tied up already. We don't actually know. We know that she's tied to a tree. He wakes up tied to a tree. Now, how was the person able to not only snag up Tina, tie her to a tree, but then find her sister, kill her sister, come back, cut her limbs off, and leave her there, and Jack is just nowhere to be found? Then when the police come back, they find a painting of Jack, supposedly, on the back tire. No body. We have the bodies of every other person that has died in the series but Jack. I've got one theory for this whole entire thing. There has to be at least 2 people killing, unless the way she told the story was just a little bit off, because, you know, she had got her arms and legs cut off. Like I said, the way she told the story of the fact that she was getting tied up and heard her sister screaming means that there had to have been 2 people. That's just logic. And then you got the Sean Kane thing where he has 2 on the wall in his blood. That could be, I mean, I guess that's a context clue, but the real icing on the cake is the fact that she was screaming, the sister Flora, while the sister was getting tied to a tree. Has to be 2 people. Well, that was 4, but has to be 2 people. The series genuinely is terrifying, and I would see why you have to give a little bit of a warning before the video starts, because it is a bit crazy. That is going to do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you did go and enjoy today's video, and if you did, don't forget to smack a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. So please, guys, don't forget to check out the original creator, UrbanSPOOK. You can find a link to his channel at the top of the description. If for some reason you guys don't watch the series alone, even though I just watched it with you, every time there is a brand new episode uploaded, I will cover it for you guys, because I damn well know you guys are going to love this series, because it's actually terrifying. Now I know why you guys have been spamming it in my comment sections and on Instagram and on Snapchat and everywhere else. But as I said, that is going to do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and yeah, it's been Chris, and I will catch you guys on the next one.